Here's how off my game I am, okay? We were talking about fake breasts during the commercial break here because we just had the story on fake breasts. No, why were we talking about fake boobs?
There were some
implants.
We
had done it. We talked about fake boobs yesterday.
Yes.
Implants.
Even before that, yes.
It's been a while. And a P1 emailed, we were talking about a woman who used to work here. I mentioned the story the other day. A woman used to work here, and she got fake boobs from a client who did that, a plastic surgeon.
Mm-hmm. There was going to be, a business arrangement.
Correct. So she was going to
be an endorser.
She was on a morning show here in the building. She was going to endorse the product. They gave her surgery for free. A month later, she moves. She leaves town, goes cross country, and everybody's like, "But what about your boobs?" She goes, "Well, I'm taking them with."
Yeah, they convey.
Yeah,
they actually helped me get this job over here.
Right.
Uninstall.
So she works on a morning show in like Dallas. I mean, she's like all of a sudden big deal. And so I asked her, we were chatting about her. Delightful woman. Always liked her a lot.
Me too.
And
she's always very friendly.
Yeah, very friendly and, beautiful college student at the time and right out of college.
This is 21, 22 years ago.
Right. So I asked Dave, Dave's worked here, 18 years?
Yeah.
So I said, did you ever meet her? And he said, no, I don't even know who you're talking about. So Chris Demm, they're friends on Facebook still.
Yeah, she tracked me down a couple years ago.
So Chris Demm.
Very sweet.
Right. So Chris Demm said, there's a picture of her today. Well, she's still beautiful. And, still has the breasts, obviously.
Yeah, she still has them.
Right. They go with. We never got 1 ounce of nothing, no endorsement out of that at all. And so Dave said, well, what moves did she make? And I said...
She went from where to where?
Right. And I said, well, she started in the promotions department, and then she was a college student, and she was living on campus.
First, I think, then
first.
promotions.
No. Did she go from an A cup to a C cup?
Oh, my God.
I want to know where she went from and to.
I think I'm off.
What she went from and to.
I think I'm off by it. Dave said, where'd she go from and to? I was like, well, from intern to promotions to morning show.
I want her damn resume.
She was off
Was
campus.
she on campus for a time, then off?
I don't care.
I want to know about them titties.
Come on.
That's on me. That's on me.
Where are you, Kel?
That's a bad miss.
I'm staying up too late. I'm playing pickleball too late.
Yeah.
And I'm losing it. I couldn't sleep last night.
It's ruining our relationship.
Remember who you're talking to. Surface Dave.
I know.
He doesn't want to know anything about her personal life.
No.
She was a wonderful person. Real conversationalist.
I don't care.
He doesn't care.
A couple of minutes ago, we were talking about that beer that cost $27 in the airport. And Dave said, it's retail rape up there. And I pictured somebody running out of the Hudson News going, I just been raped. What? Yeah. You're coming out of the CNBC store.
That's right.
I just got raped in it. What? Huh? You're retail rape.
Look at this magazine.
It's retail rape.
$14.
I'm staying up too late. I'm doing too much.
Well, we missed the old Chris Kelly.
I'm spreading myself too thin. Plus, with my intermittent fasting,
you're always lightheaded.
I could pass out at any moment.
It's gonna happen.
Listen, I was playing pickle last night. One of the guys said, "You look really white and peaked. You look like you're about to fall over." And I was like, "But I'm just
Thank you. I'm in the middle of a bet.
I'm in the middle of a bet.
White.
I'm winning.
That's right. I am
pale,
by
frail.
God, I am winning this bet."
You never answered my question.
Oh, she went from I'd say A to C plus.
I think C.
Yeah, she went from pretty small
to significant.
Well, all right.
There was absolutely no doubt. I mean, we were like, oh yeah. And by the way, she looked great. She looked great.
I would. Yeah.
Well, either way, she looked great, but she really looked good after. Now she had, she was a nose ring tattoo girl. But even still,
you look past.
I looked past it.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Would you do something like that to somebody? I don't think I would either.
No, I wouldn't trust him.
In that city?
Yeah, I just don't think I would do it either. He's talking about it where he literally lent the guy his moped.
You have food? Yeah, I have a food. Thank you for the here. You take my bike, you do the delivery and come back. Are you sure? Yeah. But I can trust you, right? Wait for you here, okay? All right, brother. All right.
Somebody caught it on video. They put it on TikTok. So the guy did the delivery, 20 minutes. The guy had to wait.
Did he leave any collateral?
Nope. He just said, take it, deliver it. Because he had a flat tire. And he's like, you can change it later, but he has a delivery. He's like, take my moped, go. I'll wait here with the car. Now, his car was there, so he's got to come back for that, right? So he had a flat tire. He had a flat, so maybe that's it. But still, he said it felt like a lifetime waiting for the moped to come back.
I'll bet.
I bet.
Took 20 minutes. That's a pretty nice thing to do for somebody.
That's good.
It's the good. That's the good story today. Exactly. Here's another. And all the residents say, we've been through such a tough time. This is lifting our spirits.
Somebody mentioned there was a giant beach ball bouncing around, and from there, people started signing it and sending it on, rolling it to different streets.
It's kind of like the pet. Well, I don't know. I think I'm signed on here someplace. My wife has. My dog has.
So the beach ball, now they just want to make sure that it stays in good shape. The local fire department has fixed the ball up, patched it, and inflated it, and they call it roly-poly-oly. That's the name of the beach ball.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what they're doing.
It's good, and it works if everybody's in on it, but
Everybody's in. And
somebody gets
You
it.
might get some ne'er-do-well teens pop it.
It's true.
Yeah, they will.
Or a little kid wants it and takes it home.
But it sounds like it's really one of those.
It's huge.
Supersized.
you know the ne'er-do-well kids that popped my neighbor's Santa Claus and snowman
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many
see?
houses ago?
3 houses ago.
Deflated
Deflated.
in a bad way.
Yes. It started to, it looked like it was.
Folded in on
The
itself.
Santa,
Yes.
he's pleasuring himself.
Autoerotic.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
A lot of people can't do that.
This Santa could.
I'd say most. This Santa could, but he had to deflate himself to do it. Worth it.
I don't know if Santa should be doing that.
If this beach ball it made it to Philadelphia, it would never survive till sundown.
No, God. Are you kidding?
Get shot.
Has to be in a little town in Wisconsin.
That's right.
Where they take
Everybody
care of
knows
it.
everybody.
That's right. Everybody. It's a small town, and they take care of it.
I'll tell you, I couldn't imagine being a teen now, pranking or doing anything like that because everyone has a camera.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has those Ring cameras.
And you would record it anyway yourself.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all the pranks that I used to do with my friends as teens, we could never do now.
You know, like egging houses and stuff?
Yeah.
Because the ring
You
doorbell.
record it.
The doorbell.
Yeah.
And the ring
well,
would
you
catch it.
record it, and then they get
Yeah,
you,
exactly. One of my friends would record it, and then we'd be in trouble that way, or we'd be on a Ring doorbell camera.
Or multiples on your street.
Yeah. Well, I had one friend, anyways, who ratted us out when we messed around and TP'd somebody's house. He called their home like in the middle of the night and was like, look out for TP in your yard. We're like, why would you do that?
Yeah, really. What do you do that
you
for?
just ruined all of us.
Would you have the self-discipline to not post it on social media?
I always would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one that kept my mouth shut anyways.
But those cameras are everywhere
Yeah.
now. You're on video.
But if you're tempted to show a friend at school, someone will look over your shoulder and say something.
Hard not to.
That's a good point.
It's human nature.
It's good. Now, this is probably the early 2000s that poor Santa and the snowman both were knifed and deflated. My neighbor Boyd, he's like, well, I'm not even going to do this anymore. She reached under the counter and pulled out an 18-inch flesh-colored sex toy and beat him over the head with it until he left without getting any of the stuff. The security footage was verified by the police, and they're still on the lookout for the man who was robbing the sex store, but got beaten about the head and neck with the sex toy that was kept right under there.
18-incher.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you go into a store like that, you're really taking your chances, aren't you? It's possible they could have
You're the
something.
one who shops there the most.
Yeah.
I'll bet they have that. I bet they have that underneath the counter. I wouldn't doubt. I've never been back behind the counter. And anytime I go in there, I'm trying to get in and out as quickly as possible.
And I bet that probably is, to an extent, pretty good cash business because people don't want
Went on the credit card.
it on the credit card statement.
I paid
Never
cash.
thought about that.
I paid cash.
I bet you did.
Straight cash.
Straight
Homie.
cash. That's right. It was like $12.55 purchase.
Is that all that cost, or you get two?
I just got one.
Okay.
And it was a
Battery included?
yeah. The battery, it's disposable. Once the battery goes, that's it. You got to go back. I've been in twice.
They know what they're doing.
I bought 2 of them, and I got to find that. I got to get back in there. I was thinking the other day, I got to get one of those again.
The old ding dong ring.
Really enhances.
Yeah, they really need that 1250. How have they stayed in business?
I'm just simply saying for myself. I haven't. I think it really enhances.
Yeah, when you can't replace the battery, you've got to go back.
Yeah.
How did the sex stores do during the pandemic?
That's a good
Great.
they might have done better.
That's a good question.
Or online sales?
Maybe people at home.
Yeah.
With their partner.
I would bet, like most places, I'd have offered drive up.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Order online. We'll
Yeah.
leave a description of your car.
Boy, I learned the battery lesson the hard way. Took her into Batteries Plus and tried to get them to
I mean, Jake down there at Batteries Plus couldn't fit you.
bad food fight spaghetti.
Yeah.
That's a good food fight item to get into. I
Probably
guess.
one of the best.
Yeah, if you're going to do it. It's not It can't really hurt you too badly, I guess. Piping hot, though.
Getting your hair.
Yeah, and it could be.
Possibly getting your hair if you're a long-haired person.
Neighbors heard them arguing, called the police. Both of them are facing charges for domestic battery, and both were covered in sauce and meatballs and noodles were hanging out of their hair when they got there.
Ever been in one? I mean, a real one.
A real food fight? No, I have not.
I don't think so.
Not two people in junior high throwing tater tots. At
No, those don't count.
No, God, not two of you at the table.
You're talking like Animal House?
I'm talking, across the room type stuff.
Everybody throwing something.
That's right.
Now, I saw a huge fight in the cafeteria in high school, but it was a fight. Nobody was throwing food. They were fighting each other.
Oh, those were always the best.
Oh, my God. It was two girls. It was two. I told you this.
Even better.
Two girls in high school. One of them was pregnant. She was.
In your hometown?
Oh, yeah.
Still going to school?
Yeah. Probably 7 or 8 months pregnant.
Scarlet letter.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I was 17 or so.
Which one got you more aroused?
Gentlemen, stand back. Let him
Second
go.
semester junior Kelly I'm asking about.
I'll never forget it. Coach Redding had one of them, in the pregnant one, like around the chest, and she was kicking her legs at the other girl.
And they knew it. He knew at the time that she was with child.
Had to. I mean, it was obvious.
Oh, okay.
She was at least 6 or 7 months. He had her like his arms were up under hers, trying to hold her back, and she was kicking at the other girl. They were pulling each other's hair.
Wow.
And the wave of humanity just came right at our table. And I had to move. I had my tuna fish or whatever it was, and I just moved it out of my goldfish crackers.
Excuse me.
Moved it out of the way. But it was brutal.
Your Uncrustables.
That your mother made.
I don't know that my mother, she made a homemade
She invented
Uncrustable.
it.
She invented the Uncrustable, exactly.
Do you remember what they were fighting about?
It was a guy. I
The
think,
daddy?
Yeah, I think it was the daddy.
I bet it was.
I think it was.
I bet he was in the corner like, daggone right.
Yeah. Just tossing his football to himself up in the air watching.
Oh, yeah, lighting a cigarette.
Oh, my. And all
Life will never get better.
Yep.
food, just whenever. I wonder where they are today. Governor Andrew Cuomo is being asked by members of his party, the Republican Party, and the president to step down as governor after he has been accused again of sexually harassing multiple women, and an investigation has been done. The report has come out that at least one of the women has come forward with accusations and real proof that he was sexually harassing all these women. 5-month investigation involved 11 women.
Real proof.
Yes, apparently, she says she suffered through unwanted touching and grabbing of their most intimate body parts, and she's not the only one. There's 11 of them now.
But real proof would be photos.
Yeah, it would be. I don't know, but the report, this 165 report said Cuomo ran a hostile work environment rife with fear and intimidation.
It's like nobody wants him in office now except himself.
In one of the strangest defense moves you'll ever see.
Yes,
Cuomo said, "Yeah, I kiss a lot of people."
this is Cuomo. This is his reaction.
I do kiss people on the forehead. I do kiss people on the cheek. I do kiss people on the hand. I do embrace people. I do hug people, men and women. On occasion, I do slip and say sweetheart or darling or honey.
Watch your back, Dave.
He's playing the I'm an Italian card.
The first part of that's a Dr. Seuss book.
I do kiss.
I do kiss the
I
forehead.
do hug.
I do kiss the cheek.
Do you think he's going to bribe one of his assistants who's a male to say he calls him darling?
Would have to. I had this man
Was
ticketed
it
for the
about a
wedding.
year ago?
1 year ago.
This time?
I said, he's your up-and-comer. I said, he's a rising star in the Democratic Party.
Can't remember if Biden had officially been nominated or was presumptive.
It was getting ready to be in August.
Yes, as he was, God, this is probably, I guess this is, was this the 2020 election? So, yes, it was about a year ago.
Yep.
I said, remove Biden from the ticket and put Cuomo in there.
It's true.
Cuomo should
He's your man.
He's your man. I was like, Democrats, do anything you can to get Cuomo in there. Everybody said he's filthy, he's a cheat, he's a crook, he's womanizing. I said, that's your rising star in the Democratic. Now,
Yeah. Go ahead and fill out the change of address form. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
You're moving from Albany to
Yeah.
D.C.
1 year later, he's plucked from the governor's
I
mansion.
wonder if somebody knew then, and that's why something like that didn't get a little more attention
I'm
for
stunned.
him to get.
I don't think he's going to leave.
He says he's not.
Well,
I
he's the
know,
only one
I
that's
don't-
wanting to stay there.
But everybody wants to, including Biden said yesterday, yeah, he needs to resign.
Yeah, but I don't think he will.
He might want to and go, if he's innocent, go work on his innocence and then come back. Prove your innocence.
And once the president says it, and members of your own party, usually you
members of his own party were calling for it when they started the investigation, and he said, nope.
I'm not doing it. But now, I mean, the drum is beating for him to get out. And I wonder what he will do. A lot of people were really praising him for his handling of the COVID crisis when it first started. He was having those...
When it began, but he took some flack for that, too, as time went on.
The nursing home scandal that he had also. That's right. I said, put him in the Oval. I said, this guy's got Oval written all over him. Turns out, no, I was wrong. That is a big-time Kelly curse. It's like a long plan Kelly curse there.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the
long
thing.
lasting.
Time
release.
Yeah, that's a time...
For the older set.
That's a time release Kelly curse.
When you want a scandal 12 months later, try Kelly time release capsules.